People will play.
Magic of a Fairy. Once there lived a rich man. He had a very beautiful daughter named Ruby. Her stepmother used to ill-treat her. Ruby had to work as a maid servant in her own house. One day, the king of the country where the rich man lived gave a ball in his palace. He announced that he would marry the prince with a lady who would be the most beautiful and would dance nicely with him. Ruby's stepmother went to the ball with her two daughters, leaving Ruby alone at home. She felt lonely and started crying. Suddenly a fairy appeared in front of her. She turned Ruby's torn-out clothes into splendid dress and old slippers into beautiful glass slippers. The fairy arranged the carriage for Ruby and gave her warning to come back before midnight. Afterwards, Ruby went to the palace in the carriage. The prince started dancing with Ruby. She forgot to see the time while dancing with the prince. Ruby heard the first stroke at midnight. She remembered what the fairy had said, and without saying a word of goodbye, she ran down the steps. As she ran hurriedly, one of her slippers slipped off from her foot. The prince commanded his soldiers to search for the girl whose foot fits in that slipper. The soldiers searched in the whole country and finally found that Ruby was the only girl whose foot got fitted in the slipper. The prince married Ruby and both of them lived happily ever after.